What's going on? What's going on? Or as I say, yo, 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 it's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that other good Check this out. I guess this is a long awaited video, but people wanted me to talk about this muscle tone bully shit. I will say this. Once upon a time, I said that the Dax era was probably the worst era for the American bully. Muscle tone, they nixed that. They made it even worse. And Bashar is a piece of shit. Let's just be realistic. You know what I mean? He's a piece of shit. You know, we've seen everything. We've seen, you know, the obvious. You know, where he's on video and he's talking about he doesn't care about the breed, he doesn't care about dogs, he wouldn't do anything with dogs if it wasn't about the money. It's all about the money. He's made a legion of followers that feel the same way, and all they're doing is trying to make a couple bucks, and they don't give a shit about their dogs. You know, the confirmation on the dogs are not good, but he can pay for titles, which he does. And the ABKC allows it. You know, if y'all really want to be real about that, somebody want to challenge me on that, take a real good look at Mr. Bean's high rear, screwed up dog with very, very small nuts. Yes, the guy shoots his dogs up with steroids. It's that simple. You know, I'll go into more shit about him, but amongst the things that I've told y'all about this clown with the steroid thing is, and he attacked me, so I don't have no problem saying this, because I kept it strictly about dogs. And when it comes down to the dog side of it, the bottom line of it is that, you know, yes, he has my blood running through his camp, but that's not my blood. You know what I mean? He killed my blood, basically. You know, the dogs that he have, those high rears, those long backs, you know what I mean? A lot of them juiced up. That's it is what it is. Mr. Beans is really borderline train wreck dog. And that was the dog that he was pushing. Magoo is nicer. I like Magoo. You know, I go into a couple of other ones, but that's just garbage, man. I'm talking about if you know, we supposed to put a dog on the podium that's a nice dog that at least has nuts. And this is another thing, and I'm telling y'all this is coming out, but this is the reality of it. We already had, you know, James come out and talk about the Frenchies and the other dogs that he mixed in, and this was somebody that he dealt with. Then we've had people who challenged him on DNA tests, but they can't get those DNA tests done through the ABKC. Interesting. But, you know, I had a personal friend of mine, and this is firsthand, where he had semen shipped to him, and it was a dog named Mango that was on the box, and it was supposed to be Magoo. Well, my boy went off on him, and I ain't gonna put my dude's name out there. That's up to him if he wants to do it. But he went off on him, and you know, my boy is a wealthy dude himself, so he told him, you know, I come up there to Detroit and bust your damn face open if you don't get me right, because this was a $10,000 stud. So he's like, no, that was the right thing. It was a bad something. You know, the name was bad. Something must have went wrong. I'm going to send you out. So the next day, he sent him out. I think it was like some frozen or some shit off of Magoo. So what he did is he DNA tested two different dogs. So he called him back on it like, well, you told me that this was the same dog. Which one is which, man? Because I got bad semen one day. This is semen you said you had stored, but it's good. What's the real semen? So basically, the frozen stuff was some Magoo stuff from the story. You know, he made it up to him by giving him a second one, or whatever. That's the way it was. But the truth of the matter is the dog that he tried to send him was a dog that wasn't on this site, but it was on his European site. And then, like I said, the dog's name was Mango. It was a issue with that, and that was the earliest signs of it. But then later on, more people have had similar questions. And this is where I tell y'all stupid. First and foremost, is because if you look at a dog that doesn't have nuts, we know for a fact Mr. Beans was on steroids. Plain and simple. Let's not bullshit ourselves. The dog is on roids. He didn't have any nuts in the videos. You know, he was locking up in the ring. Any steroid user will tell you when you're using certain steroids, the volume of the pump that you get is so crazy sometimes that, you know, your guys are lock up basically right there, because the pump is you can't keep on going. I own gyms for years. I seen this shit. I know what it is. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I used to sell this shit. So you know, I know what steroids is. The dog was on roids. Well, anytime that you have a dog that's on roids or a person that's on roids, it's hard for them to conceive. It's hard for them because the testicles shut down. That's why they get so small. They shut down. So if you got this dog out here showing all year, every year, continuously getting bigger, nuts ain't there or whatever, but you got studs off of this dog, where's the studs coming from? It's always been one dog for show, and you juice him up. The next dog is to ship semen off of, the ones that you never see, like Mango. You know what I mean? And then y'all wonder why you'll have two fawn dogs come together and they'll have totally different color patterns. Shit that don't even make sense. It's not the same dad. Y'all wonder why one litter, a dog can have one litter of puppies, and then the good old friends at the ABKC registers another dog supposedly off the same parents 3 months later, but it's all good. You wonder why, you know what I mean, people are getting puppies with pneumonia, and people are getting puppies, you know what I'm saying, that spending $25K and the dog dies a few months later. Y'all wonder all these things. You shouldn't wonder when it was video of this dude with 4 and 5 dogs per cage with a little igloo in there with piss and shit all over the place. It's a fucking puppy mill. No matter what this guy tries to say or represent, yes, he's made great money off of these dogs. You know what I mean? We're not talking about him as a salesman. As a dog man, that shit is garbage. Y'all have never seen anybody who gets that muscle tone shit produce the same look that he gets. You know why? Because it doesn't come with the value pack of Sustanon and a couple needles. It's that simple. This shit's a joke. Y'all run around here, oh, he paid this, he paid that, he paid this. Yes, the dude who paid $500,000 for the dog ain't even happy with the fucking situation itself. And I don't have no problem saying that on the video, because he's made it known. That he's made it known that he feels somewhat fucked over in the situation and has questions about the validity of some of these offspring and different things. This is not something that's a secret. Everybody knows this. You got a muscle toned dog and that shit comes through the TBKC and we get a DNA profile on it. I promise you, at least half of that shit don't match back to the parents that it's said to be. I'm not gonna go into the other business dealings and all that shit. I say I try to stay away from that. But trust and believe, a lot of people have been fucked over with lies and bullshit. You talk about, oh, they took the money, they this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? A guy comes at me about a contract dispute. No, what about the fact that you sending a motherfucker a fake ass dog? Not a contract dispute. What about the fact that you got people on the phone claiming that it's you, and it's not even you? The muscle tone dogs is bullshit. The worst thing that ever happened in this community was the fact that this guy linked up with Dave Wilson, got a pass, and they pushed around the world that this was a great thing on dogs that can't even fucking breathe. Let's just keep it 100. I tell you what, it might be a part 2 to this shit. I hope the bitch say something before I can really go in on it. But the truth of the matter is, that's garbage, and all that shit that they pushing is garbage. And this is why, a great reason of why the community is like it is. The dogs is paper hung, the dogs is steroided up, and the dogs is bullshit. And with that being said, I'm out this motherfucker. God bless.